Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel for another video. Today I want to show how I have realigned some slugs, should say element from the bird wattmeter. So I have these two meters, and recently I changed the movement on this one, because mine was because I bought this unit used, and it was not it was not working properly, so eventually I decided to replace the meter. I opened the meter, but it's very delicate inside, so it's not an easy task to fix it. Anyway, now I put this new movement, and I was checking that everything works fine. I'm using the radio as a source. In fact, let me switch the radio on. I'm using the radio, and the radio comes to this first bird, which is then connected in turn to the second one, and then I go with this coax cable into this Marconi test set, which we can just switch it on and set it to the transmitter, and we check now the frequency. Later on I want to double check also against the MFJ, but it should be calibrated, this one as well, because I have calibrated it. What I want to show really today is how you recalibrate the elements on for the bird 43. So I have made a table. Sorry for the noise. I have I took some measurements. This is wattage, how you set it, how I set it on the radio, and this is the bird to the left, on the left, which is 269 is the it's just the serial number. Then it's I've got this second column is the other bird, the one on the right, and then on the last column I have the reading from the Marconi test set. So after I took some measurements, it comes out that the readings are differing from the Marconi. So in this case I'm taking the Marconi as a reference, okay, and I'm checking the birds against the Marconi. So taking the readings, I have also calculated the error in percentage. So in this, for example, if I put, for example, when I put 50 watts on the radio, I had 48.9 on the Marconi, 48.5 on this bird with an error of 1.2%, and 51.5 with an error of 3.3. And as you can see in this column, the error was okay at the beginning, but then it went up quite a bit, 7, around 7, then dropped a bit over 50, and then again high 7, 8, 10, 13, and for 100 watts was even out of scale. So I had to realign this element, which happens to be this one here, this 100A, which is 100 watts on the band A, which goes from 25 to 60 megahertz. So I have opened the element with the heat gun, which is down there. You heat up this disc, and then with something very very thin, you raise up the disc, okay, like using it like a lever. And yeah, because there's glue. And after you have the disc out, there's a screw in the middle. There's plenty of information on the internet anyway about this procedure. You take the screw out and you take the cap out. Well, actually, you don't need, let me just say this. You don't need to take the screw out. After you pull the disc out, there is a hole where you can put the screwdriver to adjust it, like a screwdriver, like this. Screwdriver like this, okay. You put it in and you adjust for alignment. In the case of this slug, I had to take out the screw in the middle and take the cap out, only because the trimmer inside is not aligned with the hole. I don't know why. I don't understand. I bought this element used on eBay, and possibly something has been done in the past. I don't know. Maybe this cap is not originally from this element. Because it's very very strange that the hole is not aligned. So and also another thing is that if you put this on top of the other, on top of all the other ones I have, the cap is a bit bigger in diameter, just a tiny bit bigger. I hope I didn't screw up with the calibration, because these elements are quite delicate and they don't like to fall off and take bumps or hits. They can end up miscalibrating. Anyway, so I had to take the whole cap out in order to reach the trimmer to adjust the calibration. Now I have finished the calibration, so this table now is old, it's been updated, and now actually the element works fine. I have checked it on 28 megahertz against this element and against the Marconi, and I have checked also on 50 megahertz against the Marconi. That's it. I'll just give you an example of a measurement. Okay, so we are on 28.05 megahertz CW with 50 watts. I'm gonna send out a carrier and let's see. Let's take some measurements. So starting with the Marconi. So 28.05, I'm getting 49.4. Here I get 40, almost 48, 47, okay? And here I get 49. Okay, so they are pretty much aligned. The difference is maybe 1 watt, which means 2%. Okay, this is rated 5% in the specifications. If we go now on 6 meters, we will check that again. Okay, we're now on 6 meter band, 50.1, and power goes up to, let's go to 50 again, and let's see what Marconi says. 49.8 basically. So 48 plus, and this is 44, but this is not meant to measure at this frequency, so we just keep that measurement. So this is what we are interested in, and it's measuring accurately, so happy with that. Let's check now the MFJ. I have hooked up the radio on 20 meters to the MFJ, and then out of the MFJ we go to the bird, and out of the bird we go into the Marconi. So down on 20 meter band, because this meter is aligned on the middle of the HF band, because the accuracy is compromised over the entire HF range, so you aligned it on halfway through. So let's try first 10 watts. Yeah, 10. Yeah, 10. 9.6. Okay. Let's go to, I don't know. Let's go to 30 watts. Which is full scale on this lower scale on the MFJ. Yeah, we are just a touch a bit over 30. Here we're reading 28.5, and here we're reading 27.8. Okay. Now we change scale. We go to the 300 scale. We stay on the same power. I want to check the accuracy of this range. So 30, yeah, pretty accurate. We have checked those already. So let's go up to 50 watts. Yeah, 50 there, 48.2. Okay, let's jump on to, I don't know, let's say 80. 75 actually. 76.5 on the Marconi. Okay, so this is becoming a bit generous. Let's go full power. Let's see how we get from the 991. We've got 100 here. We've got 97 and 98.6. Okay. So I mean, MFJ, you all know, is not obviously is not a precision instrument. It's just a watt meter to give you a rough idea. I think the accuracy is 10%, so I think it's reasonably accurate actually, the way it is like now. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. Okay, and to conclude the video, I want to show how the element appears inside. Basically, this element, when I bought it used, it was already kind of damaged here. See, there's a hole. So you can put in something and get the disc out. So this is the disc inside. There is the glue, and this is the hole I told you before, where you can put a screw driver and you take the adjustment for the trimmer. You adjust the trimmer for alignment. And this is the central screw if you want to take out the whole top cover. Now, people get scared if you sell an element in these conditions with this hole, because they would think it's been touched, it's been probably misaligned, so they don't trust an element looking like this. But actually it's not the case, because if you can align it, and it's what I've done, then the element works perfectly fine. And in fact, it's what I've done after I bought it. Also, I had to disassemble the elements because the trimmer was having some. I was having some trouble adjusting the trimmer, because when I would adjust the trimmer, the needle would jump a bit too much, was inconsistent, and also as soon as you hit the element a little bit, it was losing the alignment. So it was a bit not consistent. So I opened the trimmer and I cleaned contacts, and now it's working perfectly fine. That's it. So not always an element that looks like this, it means that it's not good. Okay, I'll finish here this video. I hope you found it interesting. Until you next time, 73.